world. Thank y'all for tuning in again to another edition of The Story Behind the CEO. And today we have one of the dopest artists, Monique, who is CEO of Priority Arts. Tell them how to find you.
So for paintings, you can follow me at Priority Arts Paintings. For face painting and custom treats, the custom snacks, party favors, anything that you need for your party supplies, you can follow me at Priority_Arts. And for makeup, you can follow me at _@Ace on the Beat.
She does everything, y'all. All right, so before we start, I have to ask you a question. Plane trip or road trip?
Plane trip.
Why plane trip?
Because my nerve's too bad for the road. I can't be in the car that long.
What's the longest? 3 hours?
The longest, it'll be about 5 hours. That's it.
I mean, that's enough to get you right into the Texas border. So if you go to Houston, you flying to Houston? You taking a 1 hour flight to Houston?
Yes. I'm flying everywhere.
So how are your nerves bad driving but not flying?
Flying because I'm in the air and it's quick. It's quick. In a car that long, you bumps and this and traffic. Traffic make my nerves bad. I can't do traffic.
I know that from today.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when you take road trips, you're not the one that's driving, right?
No, my husband drives.
So just go to sleep.
I mean, yeah, but it's taking turns. So
you gotta take a turn.
Yeah.
So how long you gonna drive? An hour?
2 or 3. 2 or 3.
So on a 12-hour trip, you gonna drive the first 2 hours and that's it?
Oh, yeah. We ain't driving nowhere for 12 hours.
Flying.
Yeah, we flying.
We flying. All right. So let's get into it. How did you start the painting, or what did you start first? Was it the painting, the makeup, or the snacks?
So to back up starting this, always started with drawing first.
Oh.
And then I didn't start painting until I was about 14.
Okay.
And then painting led me into doing the face painting. Then face painting led me into doing makeup. And in the midst of me doing makeup and face painting, in between was the custom snacks and the party favors and everything.
So how do you even maintain all of that stuff?
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I imagine. So what is your your process of making sure everything stays separate? Because I know when you do the paintings, it's not an overnight thing.
Right.
So how do you go about doing that? Do you say I'm gonna give 3 hours to this, then 2 hours to this, and an hour here?
So since I'm an entrepreneur and an artist, I feel like a lot of artists and entrepreneurs could relate to this because it's a mood thing. You have to be in the mood for this. So like if I'm you have to be in the mood for it. So if I'm doing a paint for somebody, I tell them this is a custom paint. It's gonna be about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
For it to get done, because I can probably knock it down in about a week.
But that's touching it every day.
But I'm not touching it every day because I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Because it's not to be like rude about it or anything.
I don't feel like it.
I don't feel like it. And if I don't feel like it and I start working on something that I don't feel like doing, then
you're not gonna give your best work.
I'm not gonna give my best work at all. It's not gonna be what I want it to be at the end. And I'm a very meticulous person, so it has to be exactly how I want it to be, and it has to come out exactly how I want it to come out, to where it make myself happy.
Yeah, and your customer too, to have a returning customer like myself, because I'm coming back for part 2. So I want to show y'all the paint that she made for me after I stalked her on Instagram.
Yes,
I did stalk her. Mm-hmm. So this was one of the things. Can you explain what you used to do this? Because I know you told me, but I don't quite remember.
Right, because it's artists.
That's your thing, baby.
Yeah. So it's acrylic on the background.
So let's bring it up a little bit.
Okay. So it's acrylic on the background. So I make sure I prime the canvas first, and then I do the acrylic on the background. Mm-hmm. And then the actual paint itself, I like to use oil paint because oil pops off the canvas and it gives you a lot of texture. Okay. So this is all done with the oil paint except for photography, because I wanted the photography to match the gold that's here.
Correct.
So, but yeah, and then on top of it is the epoxy resin on the top. That way it seals it and give you that nice little, that gloss. You can see yourself in it,
And how long does it take this to dry?
So you talk about the paint itself or the epoxy?
Well, I don't know. This is artist talking. I don't know. So you have to explain it both.
So the background, it take a day to dry. Okay. So you just leave it. I just leave it overnight, and then the next day I can go in with the oil. Oil paint take about 4 weeks to dry. So
really?
Yeah.
So even if you knocked it out in a week, you still really can't give it back for 6 weeks because it has to sit there. So you can't touch it or nothing.
I can't do nothing to it.
The house have to be a certain temperature?
Nope.
It doesn't matter?
Nope. I just hang it on my wall and just let it dry.
Okay.
For about 4 weeks because it's so thick. and it'll be dry on the outside, but in the inside it'll be still wet.
So the minute you touch it, it smears.
It don't smear. It wiggles and it moves out of place.
Oh, that's ugly.
Because it's like the surface is dry, but the inside is not. So it's like this, and when you wiggle it, it'll move everything, and it just be disgusting.
So somebody taught you all that, or you just kind of picked up on it yourself, like trial and error?
Oil paint, I knew it took longer to dry more than acrylic. And how I use oil paint, the thicker the layer is, the more it's gonna take to dry. Like the thickest part I think on here was this.
You can tell.
Yeah. And that took the longest to dry. Like everything else was dry, and then that still wasn't dry. So that was I kind of knew that it was gonna take longer than everything else. But and then the resin take a day to dry.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. So if y'all don't know, like I have my own photography studio, and I did reach out to her. Number one, I reached out to her because the shit is so dope. But every time she posts a picture or a video, like with the backsplash paint or whatever, I don't know the proper name for it.
Splatter paint.
Splatter paint?
Yeah.
Her outfit matches. That's why, well, first of all, I started following her because I love her sister. I used to work with her sister at the bank. And
I didn't know that at the time.
Y'all so funny. Like, yeah, and y'all look just alike. That was how I started following her. She was showing me, and she always talked really good about you. Yeah. But then I saw your work, so I started following. And I reached out to her the first time because I'm like, bro, every time I think you had like the crawfish painting.
Yeah.
And like an LSU kind of thing.
Right. That was like at the beginning, yeah.
Well, that's when I first started seeing it, but I didn't want that. I wanted something of my own, but I was trying to wait till I got into my studio and got my logo. So this is my logo. So I literally sent her this. I want to say I sent you a picture of the camera because this is my old camera. So I want to say I sent the picture of the camera, or did I just tell you which one it was and you looked it up? I'm not sure exactly.
I think you sent me a picture.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you compare the shirt to the it's like literally, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, so do you ship for the people out of town?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, y'all definitely need to hit her up. Which Instagram is it for this?
This one is Priority Arts Painting.
So definitely make sure you start to follow her, and you'll see. And she always make cute little TikToks and cute little reels and stuff like that, cute little IG videos, and she always match the paint. That's really what got me. I said, oh, this motherfucker gonna match every time.
Yeah.
I think that is super cute, and I love this. And
appreciate it.
I had it above my desk, so when we finish in here with the new spot, I'm gonna put it above my desk as well. And I'm keeping the colors. Like, so I'm not changing the colors because baby, she put in too much work for me to be asking for another paint.
Oh no, you can ask for another.
No, I am though, but I don't want another one of these. Now I think I want the ones for like my baby's room and stuff, my kids' rooms.
Oh yeah.
So that's my next test. So definitely make sure y'all. I just appreciate art. I appreciate, I don't even know what else to say about it. It's just such a beautiful piece of work, and everybody who comes in the office always compliments you, or not me, but you on that particular piece. So is that something you always knew you wanted to do, like coming up, or was just something you picked up?
Since I was 14, yeah.
So that's when drawing started.
I started drawing like when I was 5. But
really?
When I started, at an early age. I mean, when we were younger, my kids now, when we go in the store, every time we go in the store, they get a toy. Yeah. Every time.
But that wasn't like when we was growing up. No, you can do ask for nothing. Don't ask for nothing.
Don't ask for nothing. Don't look at nothing.
Don't beg for nothing.
Don't do none of that.
Yeah.
So when the Rats dolls or the My Scene dolls or whatever dolls I would see on TV would come on TV, we couldn't say, "Hey, Mom, let's go ahead." And it's not that they were being mean about it. It's about
that's just how our parents were. They had bills to pay. It wasn't you can't get no. And then if it's how many of y'all?
It was 3 of us.
Yeah, and that's too many. So and it was three of us, sometimes 4.
Right.
So the same thing. You could not ask for all that because if I buy for you, I gotta buy for everybody.
Right.
And baby, we just came in here to get sugar, and that's not about to work.
Yeah, every single time you go in the store, like that's why when my son started complaining and he started getting ungrateful, I'm like,
I didn't have all this growing up.
Boy, you got an Xbox, you got your own room. I had to share a room with my sister.
Listen, every time I start with my daughter, she be like, we know, back in the day when you was growing up. Yes, back in the day, we didn't have all the luxuries.
No, we didn't.
Y'all get phones, they got tablets. We had to share one game, a Nintendo or a PlayStation or whatever it was, a Sega Genesis. We had to all share one game, and we only had 2 controllers. So they are, I think they're very lucky and very grateful. Did you ever do like regular job, or were you always entrepreneur?
So regular job, it was hard for me. I worked at McDonald's. That was my first job.
It was hard for me.
Yeah, it was
I know.
Hard. It was hard. I worked at McDonald's for about 3 years, and then
you lasted that long?
Yeah, I lasted that long. Yeah, because the reason why I lasted a year longer than what I was, because they made me a grill manager, and I was away from talking to people because I have anxiety really, really, really bad. Really. So being that I was in the grill. Away from the people, it made everything so much better.
Okay.
And then after McDonald's for 3 years, I was selling life insurance for about a year.
Okay.
And then before life insurance, I was a substitute teacher for like 3 months. That didn't work.
Girl, you was teacher, babe?
No, I wasn't teaching.
Teacher, babe. Like teacher, babe.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, that was. What grade you was substitute?
I didn't do elementary because I couldn't do elementary because in elementary you actually had to teach the kids. So I did middle school or high school.
Oh, baby, that was enough to send them little boys through the fucking roof.
Yeah, I was, oh, Lord.
I know.
I had a situation with one of the principals at one of the schools.
Oh,
yes.
So, what happened? You ain't got the name of school. Other principals.
Well, I had basically like a pencil skirt on, but it was a little above my knees.
Yeah. And
she was like, this is what you wear, substituting their young men at this school. And this and that. Now, mind you, she was big, fat, and greasy. It's always them. If you see somebody hating on Instagram, you go to their page, it's always the ugly bitches. It's never nobody that look like me.
Because a pretty bitch gonna tell another bitch she pretty.
She pretty, exactly. It's always the fat, greasy, cheesy, hair messed up, ain't got nothing going on for themselves. Because they have to feel better about themselves by telling you something.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only way they'll feel good about themselves. Is if they say something negative or something, against somebody else. That's the only way.
This episode is sponsored by the one and only CrownMeCollections.com. Kingdom rises and overcomes world negativity to embrace destiny. If that's the brand you can stand behind, then shop with us. www.crownmecollections.com or visit our Instagram page and click the link in the bio at CrownMeCollections LLC. You have a presence where you walk into the room and you demand the room. So if somebody is insecure, that's a problem.
Right.
That's a problem. So it didn't matter if you had on a pencil skirt or pants. She was going to find something, very much something. She was going to find something to say. I don't think that mattered. Right. So did you get that was it? You quit? You I'm not doing this no more?
After that, I ended up passing a life insurance class, and then I started doing life insurance.
Okay.
At that point. But yeah, that was that incident was just crazy because she just walked up to me and I'm like, what is wrong with what I got on? And I'm just looking at her and I'm like, oh Lord, I see what's wrong with what I got on. Oh Lord. I mean, I see it,
Yeah. I imagine that you probably coming up had that issue quite a bit because I never see you half step ever. And I don't know if even when I saw you when you bought me the thing when we met to you just don't ever half step. So again, if you have insecurities, that's gonna be a problem.
Right.
And I don't understand why certain type of people just can't compliment people and let that be.
They can't because they're miserable. They're miserable bitches. They just miserable. I feel sorry for them. And I love haters. I love haters because if you're walking in a room and somebody says, oh, please take notes. I love haters. And everybody who have haters should love haters. Let me tell you why. Because they're bringing attention to you that you would have normally had. Like, for instance, I didn't know who Taylor Swift was until Kanye West interrupted her on the stage. Mm-hmm. Now I love Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah. So you was hating on her.
No, I know. No, he was hating on her.
That's why I said you was hating on her, and now
I know
love
who she is. Now I know
now I'm a fan.
Because either way it go, whether he felt like Beyonce should have won the award or not, he still should have never interrupted the girl's speech. Which means you're hating, basically. Yeah. So you interrupted her, and now I'm like, ooh, who Taylor Swift is? Oh, and then I started listening to her songs. Oh, Bad Blood and Trouble. I know. Oh yeah, and I started listening to her songs because I'm like, I really that's my little white girl songs. I love my little white girl songs. Still Taylor Swift, but I didn't know who she was until Kanye West did that to her.
Right.
So I'm saying. So when haters don't have to realize if you're leaving a negative comment under somebody else's post, basically what you're doing is you're making the algorithm on Instagram, on Facebook work in their favor.
Talk that shit.
Because if you constantly, oh Lord, something is wrong with her hair. Oh, something is wrong with her hair. Oh, I don't like her nails. Oh, she contours so much. You're adding comments and letting Facebook know and Instagram know that you like strolling on this person's page.
And they will push the negativity before they push the positive stuff every single time.
Exactly. And so what happens is you're showing Facebook and Instagram algorithm that this person's feed is something that you like to see. So they're gonna consistently show you, and they're gonna push that person up to the front. That's what they don't understand, and I love it. I love it, and they just don't know they making people more popular that way. Because
nobody ever even broke it down like that before, so that's just
it's just a blessing. This is a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah. So you have your issue with Greasy Girl at the school. Oh, she's gonna be so mad when she once we get up there and she start watching this. So then you go to the life insurance thing. So what made you get out of that? Or
that was commission sales, and it was going to people's houses. So
talking to people, being in front of people.
So that just wasn't working for me anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I started working at the photography studio with JWP Studio, my mentor James. Oh Lord, can't live without him. But I started working there, and I was working there for 5 years.
Okay.
But how when I was there working with him, it was more convenient. So I got to bring both my kids growing up there every single day.
Really?
I brought both my kids to work with me. And then I face paint on the weekends. So like I would look at the schedule. Somebody will call me and say, hey, are you available Saturday? I would look at the schedule. I would see that we don't have any appointments.
Okay.
So I would say, yes, I can come to your party on Saturday. Then I would go tell him, hey, and okay, so I have a birthday party this day. You know, we don't have anything on the schedule. Could I take this day? And he would say, yeah, every time. Every time. As long as there's nothing on the schedule, he would say,
he's cool with
every
it.
time, every single time. Yeah.
Okay, and so you did that and you transitioned out of that to just solely...
Right, solely doing face painting full time, and then being that it's on the weekends, and sometimes I have parties on Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I started doing the custom snacks like right after that.
So basically, you just doing a whole party.
Right. So like my 9 to 5 is doing the snacks, the Rice Krispie treats, the chip eggs and stuff, and the plates and stuff. That's my 9 to 5. And then on the weekends is face painting. So now I'm fully self-employed.
That is really dope. So did you have like your husband's support once you went from work to not work?
Oh yeah, let me tell you about this thing. And when I tell you, no nigga can never. When I tell you,
I like when y'all go that so long. Tell me about how they could never be.
No nigga could never. I don't care who it is. No nigga could never.
Say no.
Could never. I'm telling you, I'm talking about my ATM. I'm talking about my ATM, my go-to, my support system, my backbone, no nigga could never. Not my husband, baby. No. I'm talking about somebody, and I mean this in the most humble way, because I'm a humble person. But I just have an attitude. He do whatever I tell him to do, whenever I tell him to do it. And like I said, I mean that in the most humble way. Yeah. I'm talking about the fact that he break his back and do whatever I ask him to do in order to make me happy. That's him. Like, and I mean that in the most humble way. Not that, if I say jump off the bridge, not that bullshit. I'm talking about in the most humble way. Yeah. He breaks his back to make sure that I'm happy and to make sure he support whatever comes to my brain. I'm telling you,
the craziest idea.
I did an art show one time. We spent $1,200 renting out a parking lot. I did the art show. It didn't work. On to the next thing. Like, I'm an entrepreneur for real. If something comes to my brain,
it has to come out.
It has to come out. It has to come out. And he supports everything. Everything. No nigga
could never. Take notes.
No nigga could never.
You see all the spit out of my mouth. Trying to say it's so good.
Please don't. No nigga could never. I don't care who you is. I don't care.
So, what was the conversation when you told him, or did he tell you, like, about... Did he push you, or did you say, okay, I'm ready to stop working?
There's been a conversation for a minute.
It just took you a while to really stop.
To be honest with you, I never truly had to work. His income was enough.
Right.
Because I never had
to
work.
You just want your little extra.
I just, my nerves too bad. And even though he would give me money, it still was like, I want my own money.
Yeah.
I want my own money. I don't need to be dependent on nobody, even though that's my husband.
Yeah.
I don't want to depend on...
You get what's supposed to be given, but then I'm going to go out there and get my own too.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Right.
And so
because I didn't want to like take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
Just here, but at least I was always doing something. Like I would never, like I saw somebody made a comment saying that women don't build, they move in. That's a damn lie. That's a goddamn lie. Because
the girls don't build, they move in. Okay.
That's a goddamn lie. Because let me tell you something. Who raising your kids? Who cooking your food? Who washing your clothes? How you getting through your day like that?
He don't even
Who making your breakfast?
He don't even gotta clean his sheets, gotta clean no pillowcases.
Who giving your children a bed?
Don't play with me.
I do that. No, that women don't build, they move in shit.
Piss you off.
That shit did piss me off. That conversation pissed me off because it's like you was a motherfucking lie. Because by me doing all that, and at the same time I'm still working a 9 to 5, still gotta come home and do another job.
Yeah,
another job.
Mom, wife. That's two totally different things. Being a mom, being a wife. So yeah, you gotta come home and do all of it.
All of that.
Wash,
I wake up, iron my children clothes for school,
bring
them to school, pick them up, go to work, get home from work, come here. At the time when I had more patience, I was helping with homework. My husband got to do it now.
You don't have the patience?
Oh no, and it's best for him.
Yeah,
and I recognize that because see, that's the first step. When you know, you gotta own it first. That's the first step. Then the second step is what you gonna do about it.
I know that's right.
What you gonna do about it? Okay, so. And, you know, and you come home, you're doing a whole nother thing. Then I would still have to cook. Because my husband's spoiled. My
well, you spoiled.
So, I'm spoiled, right? I'm spoiled, right? To where if the store don't have what I want, I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad. The store somebody in the store got to get a black eye. Because I'm that spoiled. No, not the people. I'm talking about the store. If I can fight the store. Why you don't got my ice cream, baby?
What's going on? You didn't know I was coming here today?
Right. I get mad and I'm like spoiled. But his mama cooked every single day. When I tell you every single day, she didn't take a day off. She cooked every single day. And so coming here, he wouldn't have married me if I couldn't cook. But what I'm saying is, we work together in doing this, and I couldn't do it without him. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't.
That's very much so a blessing. So was it a easy transition for you, or did you still have certain obstacles that you had to overcome in order to get to your entrepreneurial journey? Well, get through.
Yeah, the biggest one I would say would be anxiety, because every time I post, a lot of people don't notice, so I'm giving you, the scoop. But when I go to post a picture, it takes me about an hour or 2 hours to post something.
Why?
Because it's self-conscious anxiety.
To post or to pick what you're going to post. What is the problem? Like the words? Like what?
It's not so much as the words, it's whether it's putting yourself out there like that. So when you put yourself out there like that, you opening it up a whole nother world of opinions and stuff. That's why like when people put their relationship business online, now you opening it up for other people to have some shit to say. And you gotta expect it. And so every time I post something, I'll be like, I know that this is a good, picture, good painting. This looks good, for me. Yeah. It's just subconsciously thinking about it. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't let it hold me back. No, I say fuck them all the time. I don't care what you got.
But it's just the process of actually doing it. So do you still struggle with that? Or
yeah, absolutely. And I don't think that's gonna go away in no time.
You don't think so?
I pray that it does, but
I think you get better and better. I think you get better and better. I think either way it go, once you post, once you put it out there, you got people, you got your haters, like you said, but then you got people that love you. But the people that love you, to me, is way bigger than them little few people. Even the people that's quote unquote haters, they really like it. They just gotta keep hating because they was already hating. So they can't unhate. So they gotta continue to stay in that same space. So I feel like you just getting better and better. So I don't know, you might have to figure some things out with trying to get you through that, because I don't see no wrong in nothing you post, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, the way you, like, the same way how you be telling me every time I post something, say, look at here she comes. I love this. That's so pretty. I know you coming. I know. I'll be looking for you. Like I said, what you do? I know when you come in within 5 minutes. Here she comes. She comes. Yep. And you always, but I feel the same exact way. Like I don't give a damn. Like, she matches something. Girl, I'm gonna share something right quick. Hold on.
Hi, are you looking to get your credit restored, or maybe even tax preparation, business legalization, or business credit? I'm definitely the person to see. Come visit me at tntservices504.com or even check out my Instagram page at TNT Services LLC. You can always stop in at the office at 3700 LaPelco Boulevard, Suite L1 in Harvey, Louisiana, or pick up the phone and call me, 504-338-4900. I look forward to seeing you.
So I know you were saying like about the anxiety and stuff like that when you get ready to post. So what was that thing, the other thing you was telling me about with how you choose to go out every day so you don't have anxiety over what you're going to put on every day?
Oh yeah, I decided to be like Mark Zuckerberg. I think I'm saying his name right. When he goes out, you can Google it. When he goes out, he wears the same. I think it's a gray shirt and black pants. I think he will. I think it's the same. But it's the same thing he wear every single place he go. It don't matter where he going in. He wear the same thing. And he said the reason why he do that is because when you sitting there dwelling on, oh, what am I going to wear here? What am I going to wear there? What am I going to wear here? It's too much of your time and energy that you could be focused on something else. So if I'm not like, for instance, today I'm cute because, I'm doing an interview, gotta represent, and then if I'm posting, content or something like that, or if I'm going out or something, then I, of course I do my makeup, hair, dress up and stuff like that. My hair is always done, but when I go places, I always wear my black t-shirt with my gray pants, everywhere you go. My black t-shirt with my jeans, everywhere I go, with my black shoes, everywhere I go.
If I like this girl,
it's just
every little poor child, look at the little poor girl.
And just
we're gonna feed her today, right? We're gonna feed her today.
Yep.
Feed me.
Yep. So everywhere I go is the same thing because I don't have time to be. If I'm going like, for instance, when I met you with the painting, I don't have time to be sitting there. Oh, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put that on. No, I don't have time for that. Throw my little black t-shirt on, or my jeans, or my gray pants, and then walk out the door. Because I ain't got time for that. That's too much time. That's 20, 30 minutes of my time.
That you could have been doing something else.
Right. I could have actually been out the door on the way to you and then back home.
Right. So how old are your children?
One is 9 and one is 4.
So are they into painting as well, or they do like their own thing?
They're into drawing, I would say. So one of them is into drawing, the other one just don't really.
You don't know.
He don't want to do. He did the coloring thing when he was younger, but the 4-year-old is the coloring and the drawing.
Okay, but so you think that she's gonna like end up following he the older one? 2 boys.
No, I gotta.
You can't do girls.
No, I can't do girls. They talk too much. And I gotta comb hair. No, see, when I gotta go somewhere, I got to walk out the door. Okay, I do my hair. They already have their hair already cut.
So you done with having kids though?
Like, yes, my tools are tied. I wanted them to take the ovaries. I wanted them to take the because it's a 1% chance that you still can get pregnant with your tubes. So I wanted them to take it out. So where I'm not a 1% at all. Like take
no percent.
No, I'm a no percent.
I'm not about to play with you.
So my tubes are tied.
So you did not want to have a little girl because you did not want to have to worry about her hair. Yeah. What she gonna wear? Mama, I don't like this. You don't think your son's gonna have that same kind of like?
It's different with my boss because when I look at it, it's be like, that's my boy. See, I do have a daughter. My niece is my daughter. She just like me. She's so cute. I love her. These are about Naya. Well, I have 2.
Okay,
so Nia, and then I have Naya, and then I have so it's 3, and Lily, and that's Lily is the oldest one, and that right there, that's my daughter for real. Because she she know how to draw.
Isn't that funny how you have your sibling have a child, but that child really belongs to you?
Yeah, she really belongs
to me. I find that in every single family. Like you be like, does your child they always have the child for the sibling.
She clumsy like me. She talk a lot like me. If you know me, I will talk to you. Other people would just be like, oh, this bitch is just sitting there, ain't doing nothing, and ain't saying nothing. And I'm like, well, what I'm supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be hanging from the ceiling. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? I didn't want me to I'm trying to figure out what you want me to do. Like, I'm laid back, chill, humble person, mind my own fucking business. And I just don't understand what you want me to do. You want me to start doing car wheels in this bitch? Like, what you want me to do?
I heard stories about you before I met you. Me and her sister used to work at the bank. So when I was working at the bank, let me tell you, first of all, we used to try to make it to work right at the same time so we can make sure we're back there at the same time because we had to run it every day. So we talk. Well, she got to tell me a story about you every time. So when you sit up there saying that you really this humble person, she's really telling me how you're such a fucking firecracker. But it does take for somebody to really fuck with you for you to go off. Yeah. And she also did say how great your husband was to you too. Like, so when you say that, she always say like she had like one of the best husbands.
Yes.
And she definitely said that.
Yeah.
No nigga.
I need you to emphasize.
No nigga.
No nigga never. You gotta put your lips like this when you say it. No nigga could never.
Stupid. Okay.
Could never.
Wait till he see this.
Oh.
Wait till he see. Do you clown like this all the time?
Oh yes.
Yeah, you play way too much.
When you told me you wanted to interview me, I was like, okay, this is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could have done it with anybody else interviewing. I don't know. But my anxiety, I won't let it get in the way of what I'm doing.
Well, again,
but what I'm saying is the reason why I'm as open is because of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I would just appreciate that. I would just hope that if somebody else wanted to interview me, I would be as open.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think too, we like I told you, the just the kind of social media relationship. I like my social media relationships. It don't have to be an everyday phone thing, text thing.
Right.
But I know when I see this person on social media, what it is. I can tell you a little 1-2 about this person.
Right.
But I genuinely love everything that you do. So it's really easy. So I was like, I'm definitely gonna reach out.
Feeling is mutual.
I'm definitely gonna
reach out. Do your thing with them pictures, boy.
Baby, let me tell you. All my back be hurting. I got about a good 5 years left in me.
No, you're gonna go longer than that in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus, I'm about to be. I'm training at the moment to get. I do want to step back. I want to step back and let them do it, and then make sure I just be able to provide jobs for everybody. But I don't think some of my customers gonna let me completely step away from me.
You too good.
But y'all gonna have to catch me when you can.
But you don't do what other photographers do, like just put a backdrop up and then just go and just take the pictures. You do the whole fucking set.
I'm not about to sit up there.
That's why you do the whole set, and I'm
sometimes I please fuck up too. I have a lot of photographer friends. But everybody's really no.
You gonna sit on this
no.
Like this?
No, everybody is. Maybe we don't follow the same people.
I'm talking about.
I appreciate you giving my props.
Okay, all right, don't play. Come on now. Because you go all out.
But that's why I stick with the children, because I'm allowed to do. Well, not that I stick with them, be more creative. Mm-hmm. With adults, you find that we care too much about what we look like. The hair, you this. When it's the kids, they're just kids. Mm-hmm. So you could do whatever. The kids could accidentally look away and it's the most beautiful picture. The baby could go to sleep. And of course, half of my babies on my timeline is sleep. Mm-hmm. It's the most beautiful picture. I could take 26 pictures of a baby and you're going to love all 26. I take 26 pictures of an adult and you only love half of one. Mm-hmm. Because you're just so critical on yourself. Yeah. So that's why I definitely... But I appreciate that. I'm not playing with you. So if somebody in your somebody trying to get into your lane, a young child trying to get into your lane of work, whether it's the paint, the face paint, the makeup, what's a piece of advice that you would give them?
Just basically do you, because at the end of the day, it's artists can't. I hate when people do this too. Oh, you should have did this, and oh no, baby, no, I did what I wanted to do, and that's how I did it, and that's how I got done. Because I do what I do. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because I shouldn't have done nothing, no way. You can't tell me that because I'm an artist. This is the way I do. You know?
Sensitive about my shit.
Exactly. Because don't tell me I should have did something a certain way. Okay? Right. No, I'm an artist. So you do what you do and your vision as an artist. Mm-hmm. That's what you have to do. And that's what they don't try to do things the way that certain people, like for instance with makeup. You know, people be like, oh, first you should contour before you do this, and you should do blush after this and this and that. No, there's no order. There's no order. As long as you get when you finish doing somebody's face, as long as you get that final look of perfection, you know, it don't matter what you did. I could do somebody's makeup right now and do contouring first, and then do because they do the contouring stuff under the foundation, and then there's contouring on top of the foundation. Mm-hmm. I could do it either way and still gonna get the same result. Mm-hmm. So you can't tell me how to do something. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? There's techniques. You know, there's different techniques that you can use, and that's all it is. It's a bunch of techniques. So when you're starting off, and do what you feel. Mm-hmm. Don't sit up here and just be like, oh, this person said you should do it this way. You know, no, it's just a technique. It's just something that I'm doing. Like if I'm thinking about doing classes for face painting.
That's what I was about to ask you.
And I'm thinking about, and you brought that to me. So I'm thinking about doing the courses and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be all techniques. This is what I do. Yeah. Now you may find another way to do it, something that's easier for you. Mm-hmm. But this is the way that I do it. Mm-hmm. And there is no right or wrong way of doing it.
That's a great way to teach because it allows them to be very versatile. Right. And does not put them in a box. And already being an artist, being an entrepreneur, we don't fit in boxes. Right. You just don't fit in boxes. So I think that's a great way to teach. So when we looking to do those classes?
Very soon. Because I just finished the plates, straws, cups, centerpieces, banners, cupcake toppers, cake toppers. I just finished those 7 items.
See what I'm saying?
I just finished those layouts. So I just started putting those out there for sale. So now I'm moving to my t-shirts. My t-shirts was supposed to be before all this, but like I said, it's a field thing. My t-shirt was supposed to be out of my after the paintings, actually. And
you just didn't feel like it.
I wasn't feeling it. And it's a feeling thing.
Yeah.
So now I moved on to something else. I was thinking about something else. And then I had to do it. Mm-hmm. And then now it's going to be the t-shirt for kids. At first I was going to
do... Oh, that's going to be so cute.
Yeah, at first I was going to do the t-shirt for adults. Which some of them was still is going to be t-shirt for adults. But at first it just was going to be just a splatter paint. And then you buy the shirt like that. Which a lot of people like just the splatter look. But now I'm thinking about adding the person's name on it. You know.
So can I get like a splatter shirt to match this for my employees, for my whole team?
You sure can.
Or maybe send me an invoice, baby. We want black splatter shirts with the gold and teal.
Yes.
With the little
Yes.
We want that. So that's the t-shirts that's coming out. They're all splatter t-shirts. They're on different varieties.
Right. Different ones that's gonna be for sale. And if somebody wanna do a custom order, they could do a custom order. Like the kids for the kids' birthday parties. Because kids is where it's at. Kids is where it's at. So you can do adult parties and do this and that, all that. Kids
you
is
gonna spend money on your children before you spend money on yourself.
Exactly.
And you going overboard. We doing unnecessary shit. Knowing they don't need that, but let me just go ahead. So if they're doing like a Paw Patrol, you just make it match Paw Patrol.
I would do the Paw Patrol with the splatter paint around.
And like on the jeans as well.
I think I'm doing the t-shirts for now, and then I think I want to move to the jumpers and stuff like that. But those are more popular stuff, which I had to get there because it's like rich before 30. I have to get this done. I have to tell me to get this done. Yeah. And it's going to happen. Yeah. Because the law says speak it to existence.
I know that's right. But that's good because you started adding on to what you're doing. So I'm going to come to your party and do the face painting. I'm going to do your whole entire table. Right. So you got the whole table. Now I'm on to your wardrobe. Yeah. So I think so when you was working at the photography studio, you was doing photography or you just editing?
Oh no, I just strictly this. I don't like taking pictures of other people. I like taking pictures. I can't take pictures of other people. Put your leg here, put your head there, this and that. I don't got no patience for that, okay?
I did say that. You did. That's my fault. I forgot about the patience part. No, please, that's my fault. Yeah.
I would sit there and I did everything after. So he would take the pictures and I did everything after. Okay. I'm talking about edit the picture, color correct the picture, smooth the picture out, send it off to the lab and all that. I had told you.
You did say that, but you got too much going on.
No, listen, I'm joking. I always tell people that though. Because being that I am at home, I will always find a way to fit you in. So if you ever get to a point where you're stuck, I will always fit you in. You see what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people that this girl, I know she started selling clothes. And she was working and she said it was kind of hard for her to keep shipping these clothes. I told her, look, I'm at home. I can ship out. If you need help, I can help you. You know what I'm saying? Because I work from home and you still working at, 9 to 5. Yeah. I'm at home. So if you ever get to the point where you like slammed with stuff, I got you.
This would have been a great week for that. I've been editing.
I told you that.
I've been editing myself. I know, but I still think, first of all, you do a lot. Yes. And I know I do a lot. So I don't even like, if it's not work related, really, I'm not going to be asking me for stuff. Don't ask me for nothing. Like, I have my children. I have my husband. I got my businesses. Why are you asking, unless it's my immediate friends? So right. That's it. But other than that, I don't want nobody else to put nothing else on my plate because I'm going to say no. Learn to say no.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't want...
It's a bit much.
I understand that. And I could relate to that. I do feel that way. But I won't turn you down. I may feel that exact way, but I won't turn you down. Because think about it. But listen,
in your heart feel that way.
But would you rather your customers get their shit late, though?
They're never going to get it late. Because see, now I'm going to, I'm going to sacrifice sleep and shit.
See what I'm saying? Right, but at that point, if that's not enough, then what?
I don't know.
See what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't. See, you haven't got that yet, which means you never had to ask me yet.
I'm not about to do that.
See,
I'm about to be in my busy season come about 15, 20 days from now.
It's to a point where if you losing sleep and that's still not enough, this is what I'm here for.
Well, I have my team, so let's go there first. Right. And if it exceeds
that's what I'm
then we could probably have a little stuff.
Right, you have a system going on.
Yeah.
And if that system is just not working at the time, and you just need that extra you just need something to get over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm here for. You done lost your sleep, and you still can't catch up. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for.
I don't think I'm catching up, baby.
So, but to the point where your customers is not getting their stuff late. So I'm saying, like, don't do that.
But I don't even want you to offer that to everybody.
I do, and that's in my nature.
Like your heart's so big.
Yeah,
your heart's so big.
Like on my sleeve, like for real. Like I will help you.
But when do you have time for yourself?
Oh, I make time for myself on Fridays after a birthday party or Saturdays after I get my little drink. I play with my kids. You know, we playing Uno, Dominoes, playing the Xbox.
You be cheating them, child?
No.
Who be cheating?
My son. Yup, the 9-year-old, he don't like that.
He get mad when he lose?
He used to like, and I had to straighten him out with that.
Yeah.
And then now it's the 4-year-old, which he's 4.
Yeah, so that's
but
gonna happen.
But 9-year-old is like, okay, you too old to be a sole loser now. Come on now.
Drop the thing. I don't want to play with y'all no more.
Oh yeah, he would do that. One time we was playing checkers, he flipped the whole board over.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Flip it. No, don't flip it.
Listen, we had like, you know, the checkerboard they have at Cracker Barrel, like the big old
we
had a big old one. And like we sit on the floor in the living room playing it, and I went I'm jumping because I don't let him. I be like, look, you gotta look out, you gotta be this, you gotta be vigilant. Come on now. And then he was losing, and he just took the whole board and just flipped it over, and I was like, now why would you do some shit like that?
Where his attitude come from?
He don't have one. It's just he's very competitive. So when he was losing, that's when he comes in. He don't have one. That's my sweet job.
So you just
that's my boy. What's wrong? How you doing? Your head hurting? Oh, he come rub your head. He open the door for me. He say you need help with this. You need help with that. That's not how you slept, Mama. I hope you have a great day. That's my sweet job.
His daddy taught him that?
No,
that's just something
something he been doing. Cause I wouldn't even say. I can't even say if he probably been watching him do it. Yeah, you can say that it's something that he picked up. Yeah,
that's so sweet though.
Oh yeah,
don't you just love the boys?
Oh yeah, my boys. I ain't gotta worry about. Like we were saying earlier, Coney Henderson, my niece came over one day. We was talking about Nia. And she came over one day. We was going to Sky Zone. We was walking out the door. Everybody had their clothes on. This and that. We walked out the door. Her hair was already combed because Bernice already combed her hair. And we walked out the door. And I'm looking. I'm like, oh shit, this girl edges. Everybody in the car. I said, come on, bring it back on. Bring it back. Because my edges.
But not only that, her mom gonna call. I know you ain't got my little girl.
Oh yeah,
see, on Instagram was looking like that.
Exactly.
Take it right off your Instagram story right now. Monique, take it down.
She will curse me out like a dog.
Oh, I know.
But for one, the type of person I am, I would never do that because my edges is laid. When we went to Sky Zone, my edges was laid. So her edges.
She had them swell out. She was doing backflips and stuff
all during the house. Yeah, her hair was already combed, and she didn't want the rag on her head no more. So I took the rag off. Her hair was already combed. It's just that when we go places with my children. They have, they get their hair cut and then we walk out the door. Like the hair's already cut.
So now you got to stop. I got the leg edges.
Shit, come on. Went up in there, took that toothbrush with that gel and swooped them edges because her hair was already combed. And swooped them edges back up and make it nice and neat how it was, how my sister had it before she started doing acrobatics and gymnastics shit all around the damn house. But yeah, I can't do it. So it's just easier with boys. You put your ironing clothes because I'm an ironer. A lot of people my age don't iron. They do the dryer.
I am an iron. And a dryer so fast.
Nope. I'm an iron.
You want that little crease right here?
I want yes. And then I do like with the jeans. I don't do with the jeans, but with his school clothes, I make sure the little crease, everything. I'm an iron. So I iron their clothes. I iron everybody's clothes, and we walking out the door, and I just look at her, and I'm like, you have got to see. This is why I don't handle the girl. Bring your ass back on in here. Let's go.
Everybody sit down. We're gonna start this all over. Hold on, y'all. We coming right back.
Yep.
Bro, you the fun auntie?
Yes. So
everybody else, we're gonna put them on blast. Everybody else boring. Did a boring?
No. See, Bernice don't have too. Oh no, she.
I feel like she don't be having the patience for all that. No,
she don't have no patience. But she is the sucker. Oh Lord, y'all got to edit this out.
I'm gonna edit this out.
Oh Lord, she gonna kill me. You cannot whoop your child around her. She will get you. Like this bitch grabbed my arm. I went to my son. He stormed off. And so I'm like, I know this little nigga didn't just do that. So I woke up to, I'm about to hit him. I went, whoop, this her.
But she ain't with this fucking being. Bro, she ain't but this big.
And I'm like, but you hurting me. She was like, I don't care. You're not about to hit him in front of me. She is the one, you cannot whoop your child around her. You can't do it. And then the other one, she's fun too. She works a lot during the day and stuff. She has the most patience out of all of us. And she has the sleepovers at her house.
Oh,
like
yeah,
with all the kids.
yeah, go ahead.
She have a whole bunch of them. See, she'll do 3 days of sleepover. See, me, you get 1 day with me.
You done ate on my food. What you mean she doing 3 days?
She do 3 days. She do 3 days.
That means she have breakfast every day.
Yeah, that's her.
Cause I know she's not giving them cereal.
That's her. Patience. That's her. Yep, she have her 3 kids, and then my 2, and then Bernice. She have 6 kids over there. She would do 3 days. Be patient. Yeah. See, me, you get 1 day with me. Maybe 2. Cause
I like the big kids like the teenagers. You ain't gotta tell them nothing. They do everything for themselves. They be helping you. I like the big kids. It's the little ones. I feel like I can't even take a nap with all these children.
You get 3 days with her. With me, you may get 1. You may get 2. But yeah, Bernice don't pretty have too much of like a gathering of kids. But she the one you can't hurt your child around her. You can't whoop their ass. You can't fuss at them. You can't tell them nothing. Don't talk to her like that. Like, did you not just sit with this little girl just told me? Yeah, but still, you don't gotta talk to her like that.
But I love it that y'all so family oriented.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's another thing. Like I said, I really love about y'all. Always see stuff. When you think about what you do and all the stuff that you sell or that you provide for people buying the person. So me watching your story, me watching y'all laughing with y'all, cracking up. It just seems like somebody I can relate to. Or that could be my cousin, that could be my friend, whatever. Right. That makes me want to be like you feel like that person has such a good heart. Now I want to go spend money with this motherfucker. I don't care if it's fucking paying $1,000. All right, how many different calls I can put this on? Like it's cool. But I want you to understand that is what you're giving. And I know if I feel like that, other people damn sure feel like that because there got to be like a bunch of 99 more me's feeling like that. So. Yeah. You're very much so selling yourself. So this is easy. You're just basically showing your work. And it's like, I don't even care what the price is at this point. Oh, that's how much it costs? All right, all my money. The first, the third, the fifth. All right, boom, I'm going to be able to do that. So I just want to make sure that I tell you that I appreciate, what you do. And, just to keep going. Even if it's something you have anxiety about posting. Like,
no, it's never gonna stop. That's one thing.
Let's not put a hold to that.
Right. I know a lot of people that have. I know a esthetician, a makeup artist, who have anxiety, and I always tell them to make sure that you don't let that get in your way. Don't let it get in your way. Don't let it stop you from posting this. Don't let it stop you from thinking that you can't do something or worry about what other people have to say subconsciously and stuff like that. Don't ever let it stop you. So it's there. And a lot of people think that, since we don't have it since we hide it so well because we still putting ourselves out there. Yeah. But that's not true. It's there. It's very much
that's
there.
The ones you can check on.
Yeah.
That's the ones you can check on.
I will hide it to the death of me because you're not about to get one up on me, bitch. You're not about to get one up on me. No, I will hide it to the death of me. No, I
definitely appreciate that.
Because you'll never know that. Why me walking like you said, when I walk in the room, you would never know it. You would never know it.
And every fucking rap song.
Oh yeah.
You know all the lyrics. Look at it. She is so fucking hood. She know all the fucking lyrics.
Music.
I'm telling you that, bro.
Music. I love music. Music. Oh Lord. A lot of people don't know this. I can rap. I can really rap. I've been rapping since I was 10.
Let's go.
I can't.
No, right now. No, I'm just saying. You already said that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I do it.
Take a deep breath. Let's go. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and go.
Nope. I do it as a form of it's mental for me. So it gets a lot of shit out when I do it. It gets a lot of shit out. Do I want to be a rapper? No. I don't want to be a rapper.
You don't have to want to be a rapper, but
I don't want to do it.
30 seconds.
No.
30 seconds. No. 30 seconds. No. All right, send me a clip and I'm going to just post it because she don't want to do it. Don't worry about it, y'all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clip from her social media and I'm going to plug it in.
Music is...
music is everything.
Music. And then I have a quite... For some reason, I don't know why, it's just with me. I'm connected as far as from elementary school, middle school to high school. I'm connected with a lot of artists. A lot of artists that I went to go to school with that are
just turned out to be artists.
Right. Yeah. Like there's ball team that I grew up with in elementary. Then there's like my sister boyfriend. He's he's a rapper. Young Capital, I think I'm saying it right. And there's him, and then there's my brother. He go by the name Trendsetter Seedy. Like there, it's so I'm connected to so many rappers, and it's like I just love the music. And I type of person I am. They make it easier for me to support them. So like before I do a video with like one of my favorite rappers, YoungBoy, if before I would do a video of one of his songs, I would make sure I support their songs first, because when my videos go viral, what they listening to? They listen to songs. Then they got Shia too. Shia just came out with a song Bigfoot. Like I still gotta do my video for my promo video for him, because that's my people. Yeah. You know? And I gotta support them, because for one, the songs ain't garbage. You know, if the songs was garbage, then they'll be like, okay, I still will support you because you're my people. But I don't know if I would go to the extent of promote. They make it easy. Yeah. And when you got something, like, they should really be on top. Like when you but they make it easy. Yeah, they make it so easy for you to support them. And so I just feel like if one of my videos or something like that go viral, I would rather be using one of my people's songs, so that way when the video go viral, the song go viral too. Yep. And now people gonna be like, oh, who the song for, and this and that. You know, you gotta network, put your people on, and these famous people have 1 million people using their songs. Right, 1 million people.
They don't need my help. They don't need my little 5, 7, 8, 9,000 followers. Right, understood. Exactly, understood.
But music is my heart. I love music.
Girl, I start crying to drop over a beat with a certain song. Like yeah.
I'm more of a hardcore hood.
I know you. I know you are. But no,
I like that shit to make you be on 10. You know, you be like, yeah, you heard me? Look. Be like 10. You be on 10 in that bitch.
I'm telling y'all gotta follow this girl. I'm telling you. Nothing that I say is a goddamn joke. That's really how she be. And every time she get ready to post something, you got the songs. And she going word for word. She be having you hyped. And you don't even know who it is. Yep. But then, like I said, now I'm going to look to see who the hell this is. Oh. And now you got me following half your goddamn fucking rapper class. Yep.
See, our class. I got class, or I gotta represent. I gotta support my people.
I appreciate that. And we're going to keep that going. And we're going to keep supporting each other. Yes. So I appreciate you for coming on the show. I thank you for just opening up. Like, this is fun. I know, we got to do it again. Yeah. We definitely got to do it again. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you go and follow her. You'll be able to find her Instagram handles at the bottom of the screen. Thank y'all so much for another episode of The Story Behind the Scene.